Good morning. Hope everyone had a good night last night. Um, I just had a few words I wanted to say this morning. Um, I've been looking at a lot of pages, following a lot of people, trying to get a little insight on a bit, I guess, speaking on social media. Well, I've been reading a lot about niche. Well, I don't know exactly what my niche is. I know what my desire is, but I'm not quite sure what my niche is. I have adult ADD, and because of that, I'm all over the place most of the time. I know what I would like to do, which is help others, like I said, that may have lost their way somewhat, mainly because maybe they went through some domestic violence and is struggling with that, or maybe still going through domestic violence. But I do know this, that the survival depends a lot on your walk with God. You need his grace and mercy for sure, because otherwise you may never figure out how to save yourself. And what I mean by that is it's way bigger than just getting away from the abuser. It's a lot about you and your eternal self. Um, let's talk about, again, your walk with God. I don't attend a lot of church services, so that's the first thing someone's probably going to say. But please don't misunderstand and think that that means a person does not know God, do not recognize him, or has no respect, I would say, for him, because that is furthest from the truth. I don't think I'd be alive if I didn't. Now, it was some years ago I had to get serious about knowing him. And I think that's how I was able to get myself together to save myself. Actually, I know, let me correct that. God saved me, but I had to know to go to him, learn and seek him, the understanding. See, it's different when you just go to him and always ask him for what you want, talking about what you need from him. But you really have to find out and understand what God expects from us as his children. And that's what I needed to do. And I grew up with a mom that spoke about God. Don't get me wrong. She talked about, took us to Sunday school, took us to church. So it wasn't any failings on my mom, my parent, at all. It wasn't that. It's just that once you get older, you make a decision for yourself, and you tend to go astray. But it's bigger than that. You can't piggyback off your parents going to church, or a friend you're following your friends to church, or putting on the best outfit to go to church. You can't piggyback off of that. It's bigger than that. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody, and I'm also not taking any shade off of myself for not doing any of that. I'm just saying it's an inside thing. It's a you and your relationship with him. I have a relationship with God because, like I said, I feel like I would have been dead by now. I could have very well been had I not had some kind of relationship with him. So to bypass that, I don't know what my niche is. I do know I want to help others. I want to help the people who I know may be going through some kind of issue like that. And it doesn't have to necessarily always be domestic violence either. There's people all over the world going through things that they're too embarrassed to talk about. If it's just a bad marriage, a bad relationship, and they don't know how to tell anybody. They don't want to tell anybody. They're too embarrassed to tell anybody. And there's this life stuff that they want to talk about, and they don't know how. Well, anyway, sometimes just listening to someone who may know, and it's like they're talking to me. How did they know that? And it's like they must have gone through something like that. I know because I used to do that. I used to hear things and I'm thinking, I'm not the only one. This is stuff that actually happens to other people. Well, those are the people I'm trying to reach. So again, I just want to drop a few words, and those that may be listening, that may be interested, those are the ones I'm trying to help. And again, if it doesn't apply to you, just keep on strolling, because walking with God and trying to find out what our job is to try to get in his grace and his mercy, it's a big deal. It really is. Again, he is always there for us. We just have to come to him. We just have to, as his children, understand what our job is and what he expects from us, and try to treat people the way we really want to be treated. And that's if everyone in the world can just live that way. Don't do anything to other people that you don't want them doing to you. And I try to push and bang that in my kids' head. If you just treat people the way you want to be treated, and that means when you talk to them, when you make decisions on what you do to them, how you handle them, in a relationship, in a marriage, if we can just live by that rule, treat others the way you want to be treated, this would be a perfect world if it was possible. Well, we know that's not possible, so, but it'd be as close as it could come if we can just all adapt that rule. Again, that's what I'm here for. I just had a few words this morning. The purpose was, again, telling you a little bit about what I'm trying to do. And someone's probably saying, what is she on this live for? That's what I'm here for. I don't have a niche, a purpose specifically, other than God has just put something in my heart to reach out. And it's been going on for a long time. And I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do for some reason if I don't start saying something. And I guess you'll show me what I'm supposed to do after this. Have a good day. Thank you.